guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reviewing Beckett. Yes, I am starting a new series on the channel. This is going to be like Netflix reviews or like streaming reviews. I haven't really named it, but yeah, I'm going to review movies on streaming services that we don't physically get a disc for or whatever. You know, I want to be looking at streaming services more, and I'm missing a lot, so this is my attempt at trying to do one of these every other week or so. I did a massive Blu-ray hunting video to London. If you missed that, please go and check it out. But on the way down, I was watching Beckett. I downloaded it on my iPad for offline viewing, and I watched it on the way down. And I got a lot to say about it, so I'm not going to be reviewing it while I was watching it in my room and stuff. I literally watched it on a bus on an iPad, so yeah. There were some strong moments in the film. John David Washington, I thought, was exceptional in this film. It was a really, I guess, hard-hitting film to a lot of people, I'm sure, that could be watching this. And in a nutshell, the plot is that John David Washington and his wife are abroad. They're on holiday, they're in Greece, and they get told that it's going to be noisy in the city because there's stuff going to be going on, protests and stuff, so they decide to like head out into the mountains and get away from it being tourists. You know, they don't really want to be around all that, so they head up to the mountains, and they're out in a bar or whatever, they're having some drinks, obviously they're on holidays, etc. And you know, he falls asleep at the wheel and the car takes a turn off the road, and in a cut long story short, you see this, but basically his wife dies. So he is obviously now, you know, going through the whole police and trying to like figure out like, you know, what's going to happen, like get the body back to America and all that. And all of a sudden he gets attacked by the police. Like the police want to like shoot him. He goes back to the crash site and he gets shot at by a policeman, and then the film escalates by this. It's covering the corruptness of the police force in Greece in this case, but it's just how corrupt they are and how they just want to like, it's easier just to kill them both and just like wipe it under the carpet than anything else. And then there's certain overlaps then with some other things that are going on, like why they're protesting in the beginning was because this boy is going missing, and we kind of get answers to that along the way. So I thought from a plot point of view, I thought it was really strong. It was quite a good plot. It was hard hitting, don't get me wrong. It was a difficult watch at some points because it was well done, which I think is a good thing when you're watching a film. You want it to be portrayed, you think, in the most realistic way possible, and for this I thought it was. As I say, John David Washington I thought was brilliant in this movie. The cop that he was actually chasing him was also good. Some of the effects were good as well, like when like I think he shot him in the foot at one point and like there was blood everywhere, but it looked like really good, I gotta say. And it just surprised me because it's a Netflix movie, which I guess has got like a big actor like John David Washington, who's been in Tenet most recently with Christopher Nolan, and it had like this thing about it which it was quite good. It was really good in that aspect. I didn't really, I guess, enjoy some of the pacing of the movie. Felt like at some points there was just like, it didn't really need to be, it was quite slow, like, you know, and I don't know if that was because of where I was watching it, but it just didn't really add up at some points, and it just felt like he was getting somewhere and then all of a sudden like, oh, we're back to square one again. Like it just felt like that too many times, which didn't really feel realistic to me. There was a good twist at the end though, like, I guess, but it was one of those that you kind of could see coming, you know, so it didn't really, I guess, add the value that it probably should have. And, you know, it's one of them. I'm pleasantly surprised, though, with watching a Netflix movie for the first time, really, because I don't really watch Netflix. I don't really click on there. I'm very much into my physical media, obviously, from a film point of view. And, you know, my girlfriend will shout, like, oh, there's something on Netflix. So I was pleasantly surprised when I was looking at wanting to watch some films on Netflix or streaming services, like on the bus to download. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing these videos a bit more often. But as for my rating for the movie, I'm probably going to just sit in the middle and give it a 5 out of 10. It was good, but it was just, it felt like a TV movie at some times, you know what I mean? It just didn't feel like a movie in the cinema. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's the fact that I was watching it here and it is literally a TV movie, but it felt like a TV movie. There could have been a bit more in it. I thought John David Washington did good, but you know, he basically how he acted in one scene away from the policeman was how he acted in the next scene, because there's only one way you could really act, so it wasn't that interesting, I guess, from that point of view. The only thing I felt was interesting was the actual plot of, you know, a person being like attacked by the police and actually like the corruptness that actually goes on. That was quite believable. So 5 out of 10, smack in the middle, I think is fair. Watch it, check it out. I think it's really good. And if you have any more Netflix suggestions or Amazon Prime suggestions or anything like that, please comment them down below and I will review them. Once every 2 weeks we may do one of these. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.